So good morning, everyone, to this first day of our retreat. And it's just wonderful to see that so many people are showing up for our yoga this morning, which will be before our speaker program that starts in an hour. You will see Latisha Walker here. Welcome, Latisha. For those of you that were at our retreat 2 years ago at Furman, Letitia instructed several days there. And she will be teaching both today and tomorrow and is a certified Purna Yoga instructor at the 2000 hour level. And she is founder and owner of a very, very beautiful yoga studio in Asheville, North Carolina, that's called Purna Yoga 828, that Vladimir and I had the great pleasure to go up and see and meet with her. So this session is also being recorded, and as well as the rest of the day, so everyone will receive a link should you want to do this particular asana routine in your own time. And with that, I will turn it over to you, Latisha.
Thank you, Radhi. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is lovely to have you here and to be part of kicking off the conference. We're going to do a very simple, gentle sequence. So sit comfortably. You might be sitting in a chair. You might be sitting on the floor, either in Virasana, as I am doing, or Sukhasana with your legs crossed. Sit in a comfortable position. And if it feels comfortable to you to close your eyes, close your eyes. And regardless of the position that you are sitting in, let yourself be grounded in your supports. Whether that's pressing the feet into the floor if you're sitting in a chair, letting your sitting bones sink down into your supports or the floor. And begin to deepen your breath. So if you know Ujjayi breath, that soft S sound on the inhalation and the soft H sound on the exhalation, please feel free to practice Ujjayi breath. And as you deepen your breath, endeavor to make the inhalation and the exhalations equal in length. So this is just a very simple, basic pranayama. Deepen the breath. Continue to press down through your sitting bones and lift up through the crown of your head. And let those inhalations and exhalations be equally long and full and deep. This might mean you actually shorten the one that comes more easily to you. And I'll be quiet for just a few moments and let you connect with your breath. Take one more deep inhalation. And on the following exhalation, allow your breath to come back to just normal breath without any sense of control or equalization, just allowing the breath to be. And then bring the middle finger of your right hand to your heart center. And if it continues to feel comfortable to you to close your eyes, close your eyes. And let's move into a bit of concentration with the words of the mother herself. Concentrate on the heart. Go within, as deep and far as you can. Gather up the strands of consciousness that are spread abroad. Roll them up and take the plunge and sink down. A light is glowing in there, in the quietude of your heart. It is the divinity within you, your true being. Hear its voice. Follow its dictates. So take the next few moments to feel the fingertip on your heart center and to turn your awareness inward, to focus on the heart. To focus on that light glowing within you. To hear its voice and follow its dictates. And then bring your left hand up to join your right at your heart. Let your palms press together. Broaden across your collarbones. And bow your head slightly with humility. And set the intention to let your practice today be guided by that voice from within. And inhaling, lift your head and release your hands. Stretch your arms up, interlace your fingers, turn your palms towards the ceiling and drop your chin down. Lift your shoulder blades and wrap them around towards the front of your body. Inhaling, release your fingers, and exhaling, stretch through the heels of the hands as you lower the arms. Inhaling, lift your head, and exhaling, take a gentle twist to the right. Taking the right hand back behind you, the left in front. Inhaling, come back to center and twist to the left. Take the left hand back behind you, the right hand in front. Press down through your sitting bones, lift up through the crown of your head and twist. Inhaling, come back to center and then straighten your legs. If you happen to be sitting in a chair, you can simply straighten your legs out in front of you on the floor. And then spread your toes, activate your feet, and then engage the muscles of the quadriceps. So engage your kneecaps, hug the muscles towards the bones. Let the front of your thighs firm. Do this 2 more times. And then bring the soles of your feet together and take your knees out to the side. Again, if you're sitting in a chair, you can let your feet rest on the ground like this and simply open your thighs. If you're able to, hold your feet, your ankles, your shins, and create openness through the front of your body and breadth through the front of your body and your legs. Deepen your breath. And then spread your soles. Open your feet. Close the feet. And lift your knees to straighten your legs. Engage your feet again and pump the quadriceps 3 more times. All right, let's open up the back of the leg, the hamstring. So if you have a strap, this may be handy to use. And if you don't have a strap, I'll give you a variation. So come lying on your back and then bend your knee in towards your chest. And if you're using a strap, place the strap at the front of your heel, holding with straight arms, and straighten your leg. If you don't have a strap, you could hold the back of your leg, or maybe hold on to your pants, or maybe you're flexible enough that you can just hold your toe. But let the leg be straight. And then press through both heels, engage your quadricep, and deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to the heart center. Exhaling, take the right leg back down, bring the legs back together, and then bend your left knee in towards chest, place the strap at the front of the heel, and take the left leg up. Keep your feet active. Spread your toes and press your heels away from your sitting bones as you move your sitting bone down to the earth. Tighten up the front of your leg. Tighten up your quad. And deepen your breath and connect again to the heart. And then exhaling, take the leg down, set your strap aside, bend your knees and place your feet on the ground, and then roll over to your right side and come up into a pose we call Tabletop Marjarasana. So let your hands be right underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. And then on your exhalation, let the head and the sitting bones move down and round your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhaling, change directions, lift your head up, lift your sitting bones up, drop the spine down. And keep flowing with your breath in this way. Exhaling, drop the head down, drop the sitting bones down, lift the spine up into a rainbow. Inhaling, lift your head, lift your sitting bones, make your spine look like a smile. And exhaling one more time. Take the head down and the sitting bones down. Lift the spine up. Inhaling, lift the head, lift the sitting bones. Draw the heart forward. And then come back to neutral. And step your right foot forward, leaving your left knee on the ground. And if the ground feels like it is too far away from you today, you could put your hands up on blocks. You could bring your hands up onto your thighs. But let's stretch the front of the leg now. So whichever position of your hands feels the most accessible and comfortable for you today. This will help combat all of the sitting we'll do when we listen to our speakers. And allow the hips to move forward and downward. And lift the bottom of your belly up and look up. Take one more breath here. And then exhaling, step the right knee back to meet the left. And step the left foot forward to where the right one was. Again, your fingertips could be on the ground. Your hands could be on blocks. Your hands could be on your thighs. You could even be standing with your foot on a chair.
but open up the front of your right thigh. So drop the hips forward and downward, and then lift the bottom of your belly up and look up. Take one more breath here. And then exhaling and step the knees back. We'll do one strengthening pose, Palakasana, plank pose. So this pose could be done with the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees off the ground. The knees could also stay on the ground. So come into whatever one feels comfortable for you, knees off the ground or knees on the ground. If for any reason this is uncomfortable on your wrists, you could just be on your forearms. But push the ground away from you. Let your inner elbows face each other and spread your shoulder blades. Take one more breath. And then exhaling, lift your hips up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. And on the next exhalation, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Let your feet be hips width or perhaps even wider. And clasp your elbows and let your arms and head hang. Hug the front of your thighs. Engage those quadriceps to lengthen your hamstrings. Take one more breath. And then bring your feet together, bend your knees, bring your hands together, and inhaling, come all the way up. And take your arms out to the side and bring your hands back to your heart. Let's do a little bit of shoulder work. So give yourself a big hug with the right arm on top. And then roll the shoulders forwards. And roll the shoulders backwards. And then release and change sides. Give yourself a big hug with the left arm on top. And roll your shoulders forwards again. And roll your shoulders backwards. And release. Take your arms back behind you. And if you can clasp your elbows, clasp your elbows. Maybe you're clasping your forearms. Maybe you're just holding a wrist. Regardless of the position, move your shoulder blades towards each other. And move your arm bones back in space. And create broadness across the collarbones. Take one more breath here. And then for many of you, one forearm will be closer to the back than the other, or maybe you're holding just one wrist, but swap. So the other forearm is closer to the back, or you're holding the other wrist. And then again, press down through your heels, lift up through your belly, hug your shoulder blades towards each other. Move your arm bones back in space. Broaden across your collarbones. And then release. Interlace your hands back behind you. And again, hug the shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe lift the arms any amount. The most important thing here is to create this space. Take one more breath. And then exhaling and release. And come back into downward facing dog. Stretch your hips up away from your hands. Hug the arms into the sockets. Engage your quadriceps. Press your heels down and lift your sitting bones up. Take one more breath here. And then exhaling, take the knees all the way down. And let's do a little twist. So sit on something with your legs straight in front of you. And then from this position, bend your right knee. Going as it can come today. Move the inner right ankle towards your inner left thigh. Take your left hand back behind you and place your right elbow on top of your right knee. Make a soft fist with your right hand. Press down with the right elbow. Press down with the left hand to help you lift up. On the next exhalation, bring your elbow inside your knee and twist to the left. Stay open across your chest. Press both sitting bones down, lift up through the crown of your head, and twist. And then inhaling, release, and straighten the right leg, and bend your left knee. Bring the left heel as close to the sitting bone as you can today. Touch the ankle to the inner thigh. Take the right hand back behind you. Bring the left elbow on top of the left thigh. Press down with the elbow. Press down with the hand behind you to help you lift up through your side waists. And then exhaling, twist to the right, pressing the left elbow against the left knee and the left knee into the left elbow. Inhaling, release. Let's do that one more time. So stretch your left leg out, bend your right foot in, take the left hand back behind you, bring the right elbow up to the right knee, push down to help you lift up. Exhaling, twist to the left. Press down through your sitting bones. Lift up with the bottom of your belly. Exhaling, twist with feeling, not force, with compassion and sensitivity, not aggression. And then inhaling, release, and straighten the right leg, and bend the left knee. Take your right hand back behind you, bring your left elbow on top of your left knee, press down to lift up, and then exhaling, twist to your right again. Press both sitting bones down, press the left elbow into the left knee, twist with feeling, not force. And then inhaling and release, and straighten your leg. All right, let's do 2 back bends. So first back bend is Bhujangasana, cobra. So come lying on your belly. Place your hands beside your chest, stretch your legs out behind you, and let your feet be hips width. Press the pinky toe side of your foot down into the earth and lift the bottom of the belly, which helps you move the sacrum away from the back of your head. Keep that lift of the bottom of your belly. And on the next inhalation, come on up into Bhujangasana. You might be here, you might be here, or here. And then exhaling, come on down. Stretch the legs back out again. Press the pinky toe side of your foot down. Lift the bottom of your belly up. And then inhaling, come on up. And look up. And exhaling, come back down. Once again, stretch the legs back. Internally rotate the legs so the pinky toe side of your foot presses down. Lift the bottom of your belly to make space in your low back. And then inhaling, come on up again. And exhaling, come down. Roll over onto your back for our second back bend. Now, when you do this back bend, as much as possible, keep the head looking at the ceiling. Do not turn and look at the screen because we want our neck to not be in a twist and a back bend simultaneously. So I'm going to model that as well. Just look at the ceiling. And with your knees bent and your feet on the ground, let your heels be in line with your sitting bones. Take your arms down alongside your hips. Let's just do a little warm up first. So press down through your feet, lift the bottom of your belly, and inhaling, just lift the hips up any amount. And then exhaling, bring the hips back down. And let's flow with our breath that way. Inhaling, lift the hips off the ground. And exhaling, draw the hips back down. One more time. Inhaling, lift the hips up. And exhaling, come back down. Press down through your feet. Press down through your arms. And on your next inhalation, keeping your head steady, lift your hips up and hold on to the side of your mat and tuck your shoulders underneath you, your arm bones underneath you. And then pull on the mat and press down through your feet and lift your hips as high as they will go today. And look into your heart. Take one more breath. And then exhaling, float halfway down, untuck your shoulders, float the rest of the way down, and just let your hands rest on your belly for a moment. You might even feel your belly rising and falling as you breathe. And then keeping your left foot on the ground, bring your right knee in towards your chest and hold on to the top of the shin with both hands. And as you pull that right knee in towards your chest, straighten the left leg, keeping the heel on the ground, and press through the left heel as you draw the right knee in towards your chest. Take one full breath here and move your right hip away from your right shoulder so that both side waists feel equally long. And now bend your left knee and put your left foot back on the ground and bring your right foot back down to join it. Now bend your left knee in towards chest, hold on to the top of the shin, hug your left knee in towards your chest, and exhaling slowly, straighten your right leg out, keeping your heel on the ground. And as you pull the left knee in towards your chest, move the left hip away from your left shoulder. Take one more breath. And then exhaling, bend the right knee, place the right foot on the ground. Let the left foot come down to join it. And then pick your hips up slightly and shift the flesh of your buttocks forward. And then stretch the right leg out and let it relax. Stretch the left leg out and let it relax. Take your hands to your head, lift your head up, and just look. Is everything centered? Are your legs centered on your torso? If not, make an adjustment. And then subtly traction your head away from your body. Get a little traction in your neck as you bring it back down. And take your arms out to the side. And then move your shoulder blades down away from your ears. If you are wearing glasses, take your glasses off and set them in a safe place. And allow yourself to be comfortable for Shavasana, our final pose. If it feels comfortable to you to close your eyes, close your eyes. And stay in this comfortable supine position, deepening your breath.
And in Shavasana, let your exhalations be longer than your inhalations. And let these longer exhalations have the feeling of dropping your body down into the earth and into stillness. I'll be quiet for the next few minutes as you enjoy this time to rest, to relax, to allow yourself to become more open to the wisdom we will receive today. Keep your body calm and still. And begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. And shift your focus from your exhalation to your inhalations. Begin to deepen those inhalations. And let the inhalations feel as if you're bringing more lightness into your body, both in terms of weight and illumination. And then slowly bend your right knee and place your right foot on the ground. And then do the same with your left. And with both knees bent and the feet on the ground, allow your knees to shift just a little bit to the left, just a little bit to the right, just a little bit to the left again. And then roll all the way over onto your right side, using your arm as a pillow for your head. And inhaling, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position with your hands at your heart. And once again, with the feeling of the thumbs resting on your sternum, connect with that light that is glowing within you in the quietude of your heart, the divinity within you, your true being. And with your next exhalation, bow your head with gratitude for this light and love that lives within us all. Inhaling, lift your head. Slowly open your eyes and release your hands. Thank you. Thank you so much for our time together. I look forward to hearing the presenters for the day, and I will see you tomorrow morning.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Letitia. That was absolutely a wonderful prelude to our speakers coming on in a few minutes. Appreciate it. And if anybody, I know we have a lot of folks from the Greenville area, if anybody ever has a chance to go up to Asheville, please stop by and see Letitia's yoga studio. Perna 828, correct?
I'm in the Cherie Aurobindo room in the studio right now, and our other studio is named the Mother Studio. So
beautiful. Very nice.
Their spirit is here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Also, we are going to take about a 10 to 15 minute break as our speakers log in and get settled. So everybody can just keep their Zoom open and take a quick break and just come back. We'll have others joining us too. So in the meantime, we'll just be turning off our video too. But please take this time to take a quick break, and we'll be starting again in about 20 minutes. Thank you again, Letitia.